Hello everyone, my name is Trina Tran and my group members are Ashley and Cassandra. They are not here with me today, but you'll be hearing their voices throughout the video. And our topic is about abortions for minors, so please enjoy watching our presentation.
Our case study contains a 16-year-old girl named Marissa Jones. She lives in Maine and recently found out that she is pregnant. Marissa is so scared of what people might say. Without telling the father of the baby or her parents, Marissa goes to Planned Parenthood seeking an abortion. Should the physician do the procedure, knowing that Marissa has not told anyone about the pregnancy? Does the physician have to get consent from the father of the baby or the parents of the patient? Teen pregnancy is sadly very common. Marissa is one out of many girls scared of what will come and looking for a way out. Please click on the link shown to watch a short video on some startling statistics regarding teen pregnancy.
Teenage Pregnancies and Abortions by Danielle and Emma. About a quarter of all teenage pregnancies in the U.S. end in abortion. 4 in 5 teenage pregnancies are unintended, and 2 out of every 5 unintended teen pregnancies end in abortion. 46% of high school students reported ever having had sexual intercourse. There are 3 unsafe abortion methods that teens are using. Backstreet abortion, which is injection of poisonous substances into womb or inserting objects to dislodge fetus, usually done by someone with no medical background and is unsanitary. Self-induced abortions, herbal remedies to induce a miscarriage, and physical abuse such as falling downstairs, hitting the belly, and jumping from heights. Coat hanger abortion, injection of a sharp object to break the amniotic sac and initiate labor prematurely. Emotional and psychological effects following abortion are more common than physical side effects and can range from mild regret to more serious complications such as depression. It may also cause drug and alcohol abuse as well. We asked 100 people to tell us what came to mind when they heard the word birth control. 78 people said the pill. 21 people said a condom. And only 1 person said abstinence. There are ways that teen pregnancy and the decision of abortion can be avoided. While the pill is the most thought of method to avoid pregnancy, there are of course plenty of other methods, such as condoms, IUD, the patch, a vaginal ring, and abstinence. If you find yourself or anyone you know in the situation of being a pregnant teenager not knowing what to do, these places can help. the American Pregnancy Helpline, which is open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Baby Safe Haven, which is a confidential toll-free hotline. Safe Haven infant protection laws enable a person to give up an unwanted infant anonymously. And lastly, Planned Parenthood, which is also open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Thank you.
For our case study, I will be talking about some of the legal and ethical issues that come into play, especially when it comes to a minor who wants to have an abortion. Some of the legal issues that come into play would be parental consent and consent of the father of the baby, as well as state policies in different states. Some of the legal issues would be parental consent. Many legal standpoints justify why the physician doesn't need to contact other parties, such as the parents of the minor and the father of the baby, to do the procedure. In 2000, Planned Parenthood v. Owens deemed notifying parents of a minor was unconstitutional under the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment, meaning that the physician can perform the abortion without the parent's consent, as where the father of the baby has no right to legal consent for the abortion or not. This proved in Doe v. Zinnerman of 1975 that it was unconstitutional to require written consent from the father of the baby for an abortion, or to make the mother go through physical and emotional stress due to the pregnancy. Another factor that comes into play that could be legal would be state policies. Every state has different guidelines for cases such as these, so it depends on what state the minor lives in. Such as Maine doesn't require any parental involvement, as where other states may require parental notification or consent. So this slide talks about abortion laws by state, such as factoring parents' consent in an abortion. 35 states require either parental consent or notification for a minor to have an abortion. 5 states have laws that require the involvement of both parents. A majority of the states require parental involvement. Some states that require parental consent would be Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Rhode Island, and Maine. Few states that require a notification by both parents would be Florida, Georgia. And then, as you can see, the states that are weighted out, such as California, Nevada, Washington, require no policy that is in effect. Some of the ethical issues that come into play would be autonomy, deontology, and beneficence. Autonomy means the right of an individual to make his or her own independent choices. So the physician must respect the patient's autonomy, even though she is a minor. Parents have a right to authorize medical care for a minor that is under the age of 18. This means that the parents have autonomy over their child unless they are married. Deontology is an ethical approach that focuses on duty rather than the consequences when determining the right conduct to follow. It is the physician's duty to respect the patient's autonomy even though she is a minor wanting to get an abortion. The third one is beneficence. Beneficence is described as an act of charity, mercy, and kindness with a strong connotation of doing good to others, including moral obligation. Meaning that by respecting the privacy of the girl, the physician is trying to do the most good for the patient.
Now it's time for a quiz. Question 1. True or false? The father of the baby has the right to stop the mother from having an abortion. Question 2. True or false? Some states don't require parents to be involved with the minor deciding to have an abortion. Question 3. Multiple choice. Which ethical theory can be applied to this case study? A. Deontology. B. Beneficence. C. Autonomy. Or D. All of the above. Question 4. What amendment justifies notifying the parent of a minor unconstitutional? A. Second. B. Fifth. C. 14th. Or D. The 13th. Question 5. True or false? Planned Parenthood vs. Owens, case of 2000, concluded parents must be notified if a minor is requesting an abortion. How do you think you did? Let's find out. Question 1. The answer is false. The father does not have the rights to whether or not the mother has an abortion. This is because he doesn't have control over the mental and physical stress that she would have to go through if continuing the pregnancy. Question 2. The answer is true. Only some states don't require parents to be involved with the minor's choice. Others may require the parents to be contacted or even to give consent to the abortion. Question 3. The answer is D. All of these ethical theories can be applied to this case study. Question 4. The answer is C. The 14th Amendment contains the due clause, which deems requiring parents to give consent to a minor for an abortion as unconstitutional. Question 5. The answer is false. That court case ruled notifying the parents as unconstitutional. Abortion is a very moral and philosophical argument that may never be solved, making case studies like this hard to resolve. There will always be two sides of the argument. That concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for watching.